man. Hello everybody. PG Mode Gaming, welcome back to a brand new stream here on the channel. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day today. Ooh. Oh man. I really hope everyone is doing okay today. We have some shit to do. So for those who couldn't see the title of the stream, yes, it is time for us to do another round of these. But this time, oh man, this time, we have a lot new familiar faces. Or new faces. Ladies and gentlemen, what you see here on screen, you guys do not see me. I have to go to hell tomorrow. Oh, I'm so sorry, stars. But I'm going to introduce you guys to the cast of this brand new season of Fanverse Survivor. These are all going to be object show characters. None of these characters are going to be from the same object show. I went through and I picked a whole bunch of random different characters from a bunch of random object shows, a lot of which I've never even heard about. Some of these characters are new to me for the first time. We're going to introduce you guys to them. Some of these are from really well-known object shows. But with that being said, allow me to get through with all of them. The first object is Candy from, I know I wrote it down here, Candy from Object Overload. I personally haven't watched, I haven't watched really any. The only three that I've watched are BFDI, Inanimate Insanity, and Daily Object Show. But Candy is going to be the first contestant in the brand new Season 2 of Fanverse Survivor. The second person is Fiery from Battle for Dream Island. Very well known, very familiar face in the object show world. The next character that's going to be in Season 2 is Lightbulb from Inanimate Insanity. You know shit is going to go down with Lightbulb. Okie dokie. Next contestant is Moonlight from the Daily Object Show. Oh boy. Okay. We're not going to say too much about these characters. We're just going to skim through them. The next contestant is Party Hat from Brawl of the Objects. Next, Red Spider from Challenge to Win. Again, like I said before, I haven't heard of, like, a lot of these shows I've never even heard about until just now when I started making this. Because I wanted to do at least one character from a different object show. I didn't want to have people of the same object show in the same season. Okay, I wanted to mix it up. I wanted to be, you know, different stuff. So a lot of these may be very obscure, very, you know, non-well-known object shows. The next object is Tennis Racket from Object Universe. Ooh. Ooh. Stars, it's okay. It's okay. You don't need to hide them. You don't need to hide them. Okay? It's okay, Stars. They said that they would stop They said that they would not do that anymore, not do that stuff anymore. Okay? They said that they would stop doing that stuff and all that stuff, but no, I'm sorry, stars. The next character is Toon from Object Mayhem. At least I think his name is just Toon. But yeah, this is specifically the one from Object Mayhem, not from, any other object shows, just Object Mayhem. Next one we got is Butter Knife from Article Insanity. I've never heard of Article Insanity at all in my life, so this is the first time I'm hearing of this. Next character is Calculator from Object Land. I understand, Stars. You don't have to. I'm not going to force you to. Next one is Chalky from Excellent Entities. Okay, this is more of a well-known... Okay, we're back to the, more well-known object show characters. Hello, Envale, what's up? Hello, Bone. We got Crystal from Inanimate Fight Out. That's interesting. And no, I don't have anybody from GOB in here, but maybe soon. We got Toilet Paper from the Strive for the Million. That, again, never heard of this one. Never heard of this one, but she's from Strive for the Million. And we got Remote from Object Illusion. We have Hourglass from... Where is it? Hourglass from Battle for Food. Ooh. And then we got Eggy from Battle for Isle Sleep. Those are all our contestants. Okay, we're going to get rid of all these real quick so we can actually get to the simulator. I'm gonna first of all save this season real quick. I'm gonna call this oh, I can't put any more letters. Okay, whatever. Fanverse Survivor Australia. We're gonna go with that. Okay. We're going to copy this code. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that. We're going to return to the start. We saved the season. Now, the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to just change the settings. So, Australia, we're going to keep the same. Okay, everything's going to be kept the same. We're going to... We don't need to mess with that right now. We're going to set relationships to a whole bunch of different things. We're not going to look at what any of these things are. So, whatever they are, is what it is. They're all randomized. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to randomize the profiles. So we're not going to look at any of these. It's not fair to look at these because I don't want to rate this. So it's not going to look at any of these. They're all going to be randomized. Advanced profiles. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Okay, no, we're not going through with that. That is not something that we are going through. Okay, we're going to randomize all again. Ooh, hello, Lucky, hello. Ooh. Oh man. But so, the Kucha tribe we have Candy from Object Overload, Fiery from Battle for Dream Island, we got Lightbulb from Inanimate Insanity, Moonlight from Daily Object Show, Toon from Object Mayhem, Tennis Racket from Object Universe, Red Spider from Challenge to Win, and Party Hat from Brawl of the Objects. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, man. I mean, hello, Amalite. Okay, and then for the Okakor tribe, I didn't change the tribe names, by the way. These are just the preset tribe names. We have Butter Knife. I almost said Butterfly Knife. We have hello, Victoria. Woo! Woo! We have Butter Knife from Article Insanity. We have Calculator from Object Land. Chalky from Excellent Entities. Crystal from Inanimate Fightout. Toilet Paper from The Strive for the Million. Remote from Object Illusion. Hourglass from Battle for Food. And Eggy from Battle for Isle Sleep. It is going to get wild. Now, you guys already know what we gotta do. Turn on the status page. Turn on the reasoning and targets. Turn on the relationship highlights. And enable streamer mode. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, now, let's get started. Now, for those who need a recap of what happened last season. Last season, Fanverse Survivor Borneo, we had 16 of my very close friends in the Object Show community. 3 people ended up being medically evacuated last season. Those people were, if I remember correctly, were Lee, Stars, and Red Wii Remote. All 3 of them were medically evacuated last season. Our final 3 were Emerald, Ava, and Minty. Emerald got voted out the final 3, and Minty ended up winning the game by a vote of 4-3 against T. And we're now on to the next season, guys. I want to make this a full series. I want to get through every single season with brand new characters, all that. Voice acting in one of my friends' series. Cool! Cool, Victoria. I'm so proud of you. Ooh. Oh, man. Hello, Stolix. Now, that being said, we are going to proceed. Now, I don't feel inclined to reading these as much as I did last time, but because I don't know really any of these characters at this point. I'm just kind of doing this for fun. So, I will try here and there to, you know, try and understand the relationships between stuff. Racket, though, is not really off to a great start. Already in beef with the 2 light bulbs of the bunch. Which, by the way, this is very funny to me. I didn't even realize I have 2 different light bulbs on the same tribe. That is actually funny. Party Hat does not like Fiery. Party Hat is worried that he's gonna get his ass burned by Fiery, both figuratively and literally, because he's made of fucking paper. Candy, I'm just gonna say, I'm surprised that she's getting along with anybody just because of this fucking smug look on her face. I do not trust her off the riff, bro. Okay, but what about the Okakor tribe? The 2 whitest characters of the bunch. Excuse me if that was offensive. The 2 whitest characters of the bunch are do not fucking like each other at all. Maybe Got a lot of white characters on this tribe. I just realized a lot of like dull colored characters. I mean, you got 3 white characters and a gray character. I mean, it is fucking pale and colorless on the fucking Ogakor tribe. I almost feel sorry for these people. But ooh, the 2 pieces of technology are in heat with each other. They're having some serious beef. This I'm not surprised about. She just looks angry. Oh, what did Eggy do? Look at Eggy, bro. Look, Eggy has done nothing wrong. Oh my god, you want to see if we can play Super Smash Bros. Tomorrow with Emily? I don't have Nintendo Online, dude. I'm sorry. Bridging the gap. Tribes must traverse certain obstacles, including a dilapidated bridge, and pull a raft across the river while keeping their torch lit. If at any time during the race one of the tribe's flames is extinguished, that tribe automatically loses the challenge. The first team to climb to the top of a 30-foot tower and ignite it with their torch wins immunity, and Ogakor won immunity in 50 waterproof matches. That is going to help them later on in the season. Let's see the events. Wow, immediately there's an alliance between Candy, Fiery, Lightbulb, and Red Spider. Not what I expected. What about the targets? The 2 most rounded characters here are going after each other, and of course, okay, so 4 people are just going after each other here. Okay. But, fortunately for Lightbulb and Fiery, they're in an alliance of 4, which means they could really target either Tennis Racket or Party Hat. But it does look like Tennis Racket or Party Hat is going home tonight. So this is going to be... Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Okay, Butterknife and Crystal have a minor disagreement. Crystal has a major meltdown, and Ogakor Tribe Alliance #1 forms between Butterknife, Chalky, Eggy, and Remote. Of course, some of the most bland, colorless characters here are in an alliance. You know what? I'm just gonna call. Okay, once we get through to this, we're gonna name that alliance something else. Okay, the Ogakor tribe. I mean, not the Ogakor tribe. The Kucha tribe is gonna vote first. Gonna vote their first member out. I'll read the votes. First vote is for Tennis Rackets. Fiery. Oh man. Light Bulb. Tennis Racket is 2 votes for Tennis Racket. 3 votes for Tennis Racket. First person voted out of Fanverse Survivor Australia is Tennis Racket by a whopping vote of 6 to 1 to 1. Did not stand a chance. I feel like she voted Lightbulb, but who voted for Party Hat voted for Fire? He must have. Tennis Racket, we tried to spoken. Yeah, okay, we knew the Alliance was gonna vote. Yeah, Party Hat voted for Fiery. Tennis Racket voted for Lightbulb. Okay. So, actually makes a lot of sense. See, even the people on the outs, like, who was it? Moonlight and, Toon, they knew to get in line stat. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, but before we go any further... Oh, can I not change anything? Okay, whatever. Um... oh, so, more hatred between these guys. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to really read through all these because this isn't really too important. I'll only highlight the stuff that I feel like could potentially lead something greater later on, like Moonlight and Fiery having a strong dislike for each other. That could lead to Sorry for yawning, guys. That could lead to something. Let me drink some caffeine. At least try and stay awake. Oh man, can I freaking rename this fucking alliance, please, to the colorless group? The bland colorless group. The dull group. This group is full of dull colors. I'm just gonna point that out now. Yeah, these guys are getting along. This could possibly lead. Ooh, ooh. If they lose, I'm calling it now. If they lose, I'm calling it now. Toilet paper has made an enemy out of 3 of the 4 majority, and is very much disliked by a lot of the tribe. She is very much disliked. Oh shit. RC, hello, Rainbow Cloud. Ooh. Yeah, so this is not good. Toilet paper may be going home if they lose this. I'm just calling it now because she has made an enemy out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. There are 8 people on this tribe. So we take 5 minus 1. There are only 2 people here that don't hate her, apparently. And even then, she might still get hated. Oh man. Butch Cassidy. The survivors must jump from a 35-foot granite cliff into a deep natural pool and swim to a floating crate anchored in the river. Once each member of the tribe reaches the crate, it must dive down and detach it from the anchor. The tribe must then maneuver the crate down the river through small rapids and carry it onto a sandy beach. The first tribe to get the crate and all tribe members across the finish line wins. Now, I'm actually surprised that Fiery was allowed to compete in this challenge, considering the fact that he's, fire. Last I checked, fire and pools or water do not mix. So, I mean, it probably had him sit out or something, or it had him eat a yoil berry or something. I don't know. But regardless, Kucha won. They win blankets. Tuckered out on a spinning wheel are various aboriginal delicacies, such as mangrove worms, crickets, grubs, and cow brains. First of all, where the fuck did they get cow brains from? And two, where can I get some? No kidding. I don't want to. Each survivor must square off against someone from the opposing tribe, spin the wheel, and eat the item that's pointed at. If a survivor refuses to eat, or if he or she throws up, that tribe falls behind 1 point. The tribe that successfully eats the most tucker wins. And Ogre wins. So toilet paper is spared just another day. I don't know how long that's gonna last. Eventually, toilet paper's luck is gonna run out, and all of a sudden, she's a goner. Party Hat has a major meltdown. Candy and Toon have a small fight. Fiery works hard at camp and becomes tired. Toon is medically evacuated from the game due to an injury. He was rocking too hard, and his eardrums just absolutely shattered by how loud the music was, and had to be medically evacuated. So, this is all. Hello, stars! Ooh. Oh, man. Okay, so this is only the second episode. Okay, and Toon is already gone from the game. Like we already have a medical evacuation. Okay, not surprised. Eggy and Hourglass bond slightly. Toilet paper has a major meltdown. Probably had a major meltdown because she's not getting her way. People don't like her like she thought they did. And she's just on the very bottom. She is the most hated person on the Ogakor tribe, so I'm not surprised. Tribal council has been canceled, of course, due to a medical evacuation that nobody saw coming. My 53rd birthday. I mean, my 53rd baby. No party hat. Stars party hat is still here. Toon was the one that was eliminated. Oh man. Let's see here. So the alliance is still strong. Party hat, fiery, still fucking hate each other. Party hat keeps complaining to Fiery, always telling him to watch where he's going because he's afraid he's gonna get set ablaze and he's gonna die a horrible death and have to be medically evacuated. In fact, that's probably what happened to Toon. We don't know yet. He did happen to be too close to Fiery before he got medically evacuated. Oh man. Moonlight and Candy, you know, they're good with each other, you know, so she's probably not gonna get targeted for a while, except by Fiery. Fiery doesn't have as much hatred toward her as he does for Party Hat, but you know, um, Party Hat not very great with Fiery or Light Bulb. Just light, anything that's light in general, he doesn't like. Ooh, cool, Locky. Ooh. Um, and the two pioneers of their shows, you know, they're not getting along. You know, very much a power struggle between those two, very clearly. What about here? Oh God, yep, hatred, hatred, hatred. Everybody, I mean everybody, hates um toilet paper. I mean, Hourglass, Eggy, Butter Knife, Remote, Chalky. I mean, they all hate it. They all hate toilet papers. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that just absolutely despise toilet paper, which means that toilet paper, if they lose, is probably gonna get voted out. Oh man. Water torture. Already off to a good start. Each tribe races to carry jugs of water across thin planks above the river without falling off. After a person successfully makes it to the end of the planks, that person's water jugs are put onto a pole balanced across the shoulders of the opposing tribe's designated water bearer. As the game progresses, the weight becomes overwhelming. The water bearer, who endures the weight the longest without falling off the platform, wins. Or unless you're Mike Scoopin from this season, from this challenge, and your fucking pole just breaks without, you know, you actually letting go. Ooh. Yeah, how many hates toilet paper muscles having a boy? Oh man. Ogakor wins, and Ogakor wins immunity as well. Lockstep, the tribes race against each other through a series of obstacles while attached together by a rope. In the challenge, a tribe is only as fast as its slowest member. The first tribe to successfully complete the course with all of its members across the finish line wins, and Ogakor, of course, wins that challenge. Candy and Moonlight, minor disagreement. Moonlight and Red Spider bond. And Candy leaves the alliance, leaving the other three. What about targets, though? Party Hat and Fiery are obviously targeting each other. There's no surprise there. Party Hat definitely going home. Because last I checked, they have the majority. Or at least they have half the votes. Toilet Paper has a major meltdown. Eggy is impressing the rest of the team. Toilet Paper does not... Oh, in my opinion, I don't feel like Toilet Paper should have been brought out here. Okay, I'm just gonna say it right now. Toilet Paper should have just stayed at home, you know, because it's clear that she does not know what she is doing out here. She is absolutely delusional. She has so many people hating on her right now. You know, she's having all these major meltdowns, so it's no wonder why people hate her, because she's a whiny bitch all the time. Oh, man. But let's go to tribal council. First vote is for party hats. Fiery. 2 votes for fiery. 2 votes for party hats. We are tied 2-2. Fiery. Final vote count is 3 votes fiery, 3 votes for party hats. So we have a tie, which means that Candy must have flipped and voted out, or voted for fiery. So there's a tie. We're gonna re-vote. First vote is for fiery. Party hat. Party hat. Second person voted out. Technically the third person eliminated, but Toon got medically evacuated. So second person voted out of Fanverse Survivor Australia is, unfortunately, Party Hat by a vote of 3-1. Yikes. Candy voted for Fiery, then decided to flip and vote for Party Hat on the revote to not get a deadlock vote. Of course, Fiery and Party Hat both voted for each other. Lightbulb voted for Party Hat. Moonlight surprisingly voted for Fiery. I did not expect that at all. And Red Spider voted for Party Hat. So there was no surprise there. Yeah, this is not going. So Fiery, Lightbulb, and Red Spider have the majority, so they're probably just gonna pick off Moonlight and Candy at this point. Toilet Paper, still not doing pretty good. Strong dislike between these two. You know, just it's not going well. Okay, it's not going well. What about the alliances here? Everything's all good here. God damn. The Toilet Paper can just not. She just can't catch a break. Really, the only highlight of the Ogakor tribe relationships are the fact that everybody just hates toilet paper. Everybody. Hello, Fiery Rainbow. Yeah, that's literally the only thing to talk about here is the fact that everybody fucking hates toilet paper. Everybody. Okay, you got Butter Knife hating her. You got Chalky hating her. You got Butter Knife hating her. You got Hourglass hating her. You got Remote hating her. You know, so everybody fucking hates her. Mastermind. The tribes are given 2 identical giant-sized puzzles made up of several wooden squares that slide within a bigger square. The object is to slide the giant puzzle pieces around the game board to reveal a map leading to the reward. First tribe to complete their puzzle wins reward, and Ogakor wins 2 live chickens. Ooh! Toilet paper is finally cooked. Toilet paper's going home. Okay, I don't even think we need to read the votes because we already know who's going home. True or false? The tribes meet at a large flat rock overlooking Herbert Falls across from Tribal Council, where they play against each other in a quiz game testing their knowledge of the environment. The first tribe to answer the most questions correctly will win, and the Kucha tribe finally wins. So they don't have to lose any more members, but it's now time for Kucha to lose their members. Candy Moonlight, major fucking fight. It is ridiculous. Fiery leaves the alliance. So it's down to 2 there. Calculator and Toilet Paper have a minor disagreement. This is not going well for Toilet Paper. Butter Knife rests at camp to restore energy. Toilet Paper wants to target Chalky. Remote surprisingly wants to target Calculator. I completely forgot Crystal even existed. She's not even mentioned much, but they're targeting Butter Knife. Chalky's targeting Toilet Paper. Calculator's targeting Eggy. Holy shit. Of course, Major Tribe is... I mean, not the Major Tribe. The Major Alliance is wanting to vote out Toilet Paper. There was no surprise there. But let's see how Tribal goes. First vote, Calculator. Toilet Paper. Toilet Paper. Calculator. Toilet Paper. That's 3 votes for Toilet Paper. 4 votes for Toilet Paper. Okay, we figured that this was gonna happen. It was just a matter of time. Third person voted out a Survivor, Fanverse Australia. It's toilet paper by a whopping 6-2. Travis Spoken. So yeah, of course, butter knife, calculator, chalky, eggy, hourglass, remote. They all voted for toilet paper. Meanwhile, toilet paper and Crystal all voted for calculator. You gotta feel for toilet paper, man. You got, you hate to see it happen, folks. You hate to see it when she's just, really, she was just stalling. This was all just stall, like them, the Ogakor tribe winning immunity after immunity after immunity was really all just stalling for the inevitable. Okay, it was just stalling for the inevitable, and that inevitable, yeah, that inevitability was toilet paper being eliminated, which we saw here by a whopping 6-2. Can't say I'm surprised. We all saw this coming based on how everybody just fucking hated her. Uh, High loyalty between these two. They really love each other here. Still strong dislike there. Still strong dislike there. Damn. They might end up forming an alliance. I don't know. It's leaning toward that. Same with this right here. But we'll see. Still a very strong alliance, very dominant, but they now have the numbers, so they can pick off Crystal, they can pick off Calculator, they can pick off Hourglass, which would not be good for anybody. But now it's going to get interesting. Now it's going to get interesting because now that toilet paper is out of the picture, there's nobody left to hate. The biggest target is gone. The biggest menace to society in the Ogakor tribe is now gone. So with toilet paper gone, what's the focus on? Who's the focus on? Really, toilet paper brought everyone together in their mutual agreement that their mutual hatred for toilet paper kept them all together, and now that she's gone, they have no one else to hate. So now they have to figure out who else to hate in order to target them. So this could potentially start being the downfall of the Ogakor tribe, and really maybe voting out toilet paper was a mistake. Maybe voting out toilet paper was the wrong move to make, but we will see if that's going to pay out or if it's going to blow up in their face. Remote calculator, still the technology, they don't like each other as much. You know, they're arguing over who has the better buttons, who has the most buttons, you know, who has the better number buttons. You know, he's saying that, you know, he can actually calculate, you know, math and shit, while the only thing that he's good at is changing channels and shit. And he's, yeah, I don't, it's a mess over with these two. Oh man. Crystal and Butterknife fucking hate each other. Finally, Crystal's getting some screen time after being essentially invisible the entire time. Um, yeah, everything here seems to be okay. Eggy hates Calculator. So half of the alliance hates Calculator. The other half doesn't really mind Calculator. I mean, Hourglass, Remote really do not like each other for reasons that I do not understand. Oh man, Triage. Each tribe selects 2 members to become rescuers. The other members are placed at predetermined accident locations. Using a triangle-shaped stretcher called a travois? Oh no, how the fuck you say that? Each tribe must locate their tribe mates at the accident locations and bring them back one by one to the first aid tent. First tribe to rescue all of its members and cross the finish line will win. Ogakor wins toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant, shampoo, and 2 items chosen from a catalog. So they get luxury items to make them smell and feel better. Their own personal hygiene. The maze. Each tribe must race against the other, collecting 5 medallions in a specified order, while navigating through a giant maze. First tribe to collect all 5 medallions in order and to exit the maze wins, in which Okafor wins again. So maybe really toilet paper was just the weak link on the tribe, and now that they got her gone, it's gonna be easier. It's gonna be smooth sailing from here. Maybe they threw that last challenge just to get rid of her. Oh, you know what? They may have thrown that last challenge to get rid of her. Gotta go to sleep? Okay, well, love you, daughter. Ooh. Canning fiery bond strongly. That's not bad. Moonlight targeting light bulb. They don't. The light bulbs are clashing. There can only be one light bulb. Who is the superior light bulb? This is the rivalry of the century right now. A light bulb's targeting fiery, just because she strongly dislikes him for some reason. We get down here. The group wants to vote out fiery. We'll see who it ends up being. Chalking Crystal Bond slightly. Okay, Crystal getting a lot more screen time. Maybe toilet paper needed to go so that Crystal can get more screen time. I don't know. Hourglass is impressing the rest of the team. Finally, we'll get on to Tribal. First vote is for Light Bulb. Light Bulb. That's 2 votes Light Bulb. Fiery. We are tied. 2 votes for Light Bulb. 2 votes for Fiery. 1 vote left. The 4th person voted out of Fanverse Survivor Australia is Light Bulb. Goodbye, Light Bulb. Unfortunately, you could not make the merge. You could not make the jury, but you weren't first this time. So that's something. Light Bulb, not Light Bulb. Candy, Fiery, and Moonlight all voted for Light Bulb. Light Bulb and Red Spider voted for Fiery. Right now, Red Spider's not in a good position because if they lose, now they have the numbers. They're gonna go after Light Bulb's right-hand man, which is Red Spider, and that's not gonna be good for him. So, hello, Ivan. But we'll see if they're able to pick up the pace. We'll see if they're able to actually win. Not a lot to talk about here. Not a lot to talk about here that hasn't already been said. You know, they still dislike each other. Moonlight and Candy don't like each other either, but everybody in Red Spider Moonlight don't like each other. So Moonlight is not really in the best of light. Ooh, you know what? You know what? I feel I feel like if they lose, Moonlight is going home. Because Moonlight is not really liked by the other 3 members of the Kucha tribe. So this might come back to bite her in the ass. Or not, I don't know. And everyone here, yeah, it stayed the same. Nothing's really changed. So we'll continue to the next challenge. Blind leading the blind. Tribes will select 1 member of each team to act as their eyes while the other members are blindfolded. Sitting atop 2 towers, the eyes must guide their blindfolded tribe members through a series of obstacles such as stacking wooden beams and filling up buckets of water. The first tribe to successfully complete the course will win. Okafor, the most dominant tribe so far, wins a feast of Mountain Dew and Doritos. I somehow forget that this was an actual Survivor reward. Let me look this up real quick. Hold on. Yep, found it. This was from the original Survivor Australian Outback. This was the actual reward of Mountain Dew and Doritos that it is referring to here. Oh god. Gotta love their weird, wacky product placement back then. Oh man. Hello, Ivan. Hello, Envil. Welcome back. And then, I guess there's no immunity for this? Okay then. Ogakor wins, I guess. Fiery Resicant restores energy. Moonlight and Fiery are both targeting each other. Oh, and I almost forgot that this alliance formed. They're all going after Moonlight. Moonlight is definitely the target for tonight. They are not going well. Oh man. Hourglass joins the alliance, which leaves, if I'm not mistaken, Crystal and Calculator in the bottom. This is a clear cut and dry case. Moonlight's going home tonight. There's not even a question about it. First vote is for Moonlight. Fiery. 2 votes Moonlight, 1 vote Fiery, 1 vote left. Fifth person voted out of Fanverse Survivor Australia is Moonlight. This wasn't even a contest. That they literally were the majority. She was the only outsider. We all knew Moonlight was going home. It's still sad to see, but unfortunately that is the reality of the situation. Personal preference among the targets, bro. He was literally the only target other than you, Moonlight. Oh man, this is not good. So we have now reached the merge, the Barramundi tribe or the Barramundi tribe. 3 original Kucha members to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 original Ogakor members. They are gonna get picked the fuck off. Okay. Show alliances. We know those alliances exist. Oh man. No new hatred. Perch. Each tribe member will stand on top of a wooden pillar in the water at random points. Jeff will tempt the survivors to go down by bribing food items in their faces. Like the snarky prick that he is. No, I'm kidding. Jeff, please let me on your show, please. Last person standing will win immunity, and Candy wins. Candy wasn't tempted by any of that food. Being food herself, she cannot be tempted by food. Candy is impressing the rest of the team. Chalky and Fiery bond a bit. Candy works hard at camp and becomes tired. Butterknife's targeting Fiery. Doesn't like Fiery for some reason. Don't know why. A remote targeting Calculator. Again, don't know what beef Fiery and Butterknife have. We haven't seen it yet, I don't think. And of course the technologies are going after each other. Damn, this is not good for Fiery. Butterknife is also being targeted, but I don't think that Fiery's going to survive this tribal council. But we'll see anyway. First vote is for Calculator. Not Chalky. Butterknife. Fiery. 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 That's 3 votes Fiery. Fiery. Butterknife. Butterknife. Ah, 6th person voted out of Fanverse Survivor Australia is Fiery, unfortunately, by a vote of 6 to 3 to 1. Goodbye, Fiery. You did well, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. Probably should have kept Moonlight. I don't know. No, actually, no. You would have had. You would have had more votes cast against you, but it is what it is. No, man. Butterknife, Calculator, Chalky, Crystal, and Eggy, and Remote all voted for Fiery. Candy, Fiery, and Red Spider voted for Butterknife. Not surprising. Calculate. Hourglass was the only one that went rogue and voted for Calculator. I wonder if that's going to come back and bite her in the ass later. I have no idea. But our alliance is still the same. Still the dominant alliance here. Ooh, we got some new stuff here. Spider and Crystal, not really fond of each other. Don't know why, but that's the only noteworthy thing to note here. Return to sender. Each person must stand inside a white circle of a target and throw their boomerang, aiming for the red flag in the center of the target. Butterknife wins. Reward, shares it with Hourglass, win a full course meal. That's not bad. I would absolutely take that in a heartbeat. Then Don't Fence Me In. Basically, if you guys have ever seen that like squares game where it's like you have to draw a line between two dots and then you have to make like the most squares and you win. Basically like that. The playing field consists of posts in rows of 10 with ropes hanging from one side of the post. Survivors take turns connecting the rope of one post to another post in order to eventually make a square. The survivor owns the square when he or she is able to close off the square upon their turn. The survivor who owns the most squares will win, and Candy wins. Candy is showing that she is dominant. Absolutely. But Red Spider's getting voted out here. Let's be honest here. Butterknife and Chalky, very strong bond here. Crystal targeting Butterknife. Eggy targeting Calculator. Calculator targeting Remotes. Ooh! I think they might be saved because Calculator all of a sudden is being targeted. Butterknife is being targeted by the remaining Kucha members. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Oh man. Candy has the immunity necklace once again. She's going to keep it. First vote. First vote is for Butterknife. Second is for Crystal. Next is for Calculator. Crystal. Butterknife. Crystal. 3 votes Crystal, 2 votes Butterknife. Calculator. Butterknife. Ooh, we are tied. 3 votes Butterknife, 3 votes Crystal, 2 votes Calculator, 1 vote left. We have a 3-way tie. I don't know how the hell this happened, but okay. So, hold on. So these 3 aren't able to vote, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could literally make this 2 to 2 to 2, and it be done city for the rest of them. Butterknife. Calculator. Crystal. Butterknife. Calculator. Either gonna be Butterknife or Crystal. It's either gonna be Butterknife. Ooh, it's gonna be Calculator by votes a 3 to 2 to 1. Calculator, the tribe has spoken. Who? I'm curious actually. Who did everyone vote? So Butterknife and Calculator voted for Crystal. Candy voted for Butterknife both times. Chalky voted for Crystal both times. Crystal voted for Butterknife. Eggy voted for Calculator both times. Hourglass voted for Calculator both times. Hey, honey, teardrop. Red Spider voted for Butterknife both times. Melt voted for Calculator both times. So nobody at all, at any point, switched their vote. They kept it the same as they already did. Vote 1, Butterknife, got voted by Candy, Crystal, and Red Spider. Calculator got voted by Eggy, Hourglass, Remote. And Crystal got voted by Butterknife, Calculator, and Chalky. Holy shit. Okay then. So, let us proceed with the next uh, thing. So everybody's still doing good. Red Spider and Crystal still fucking hate each other. I don't know why. Probably because of the massive contrast of colors. One's red, one's blue. They're fighting for my affection because they know that I love both red and blue, but they're like he can only like one color. Oh. Of course, the dull colored characters are getting along because they're dull colors. Oh man. You know what? I feel like this is the object equivalent of racism. I know that's gonna sound controversial, but hear me out here. Because all of the colorful characters. Okay, well, these two are the exception, but all the colorful characters are getting along with each other. Who are the only characters that are not getting along with each other? The white or dull colored characters are not getting along with the colored characters. This is the object show equivalent of racism. I'm just putting it out there. You can feel free to deny me all you want. You can feel free to contradict me or, counter argue all you want, but that is what this looks like here. And I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, but it's like that's literally what this looks like. I feel like you guys are not going to be able to unsee that ever again. Okay. Double play. The 8 remaining Barramundi tribe members will be divided into 4 groups of 2. They will then traverse a 3-legged obstacle course. The winners of the first 2 races compete against each other in the 3rd race to determine the final winner. Pair 1 consists of Candy and Crystal. Pair 2 consists of Chalky and Remote. Pair 3 consists of Hourglass and Red Spider. Pair 4 consists of Butterknife and Eggy. The winners are Butterknife and Eggy. They win a helicopter trip to the Great Barrier Reef. That sounds coolio. Hanging in the balance. Know your ropes. It's part 1. Each member of a pair stands on a platform in the water and uses a rope to cause the opponent to lose balance and to fall in the water. The winners of this competition proceed to the next. Then part 2 is rock the boat. Each member of a pair rocks an unsteady beam above the water back and forth, attempting to force the opponent to fall off. The winners proceed to the final competition and the final round sinking ship. Each person in a pair uses a rope to cause the opponent to fall off an unsteady wooden raft in the water. Eggy wins this challenge, is now safe. Okay. Crystal joins the alliance of Candy and Red Spider and then rests at camp. So Crystal's targeting Butterknife, Butterknife targeting Crystal, Hourglass targeting Chalky. That is surprising. Chalky is targeting Candy. And the reason I say this is surprising because they're in an alliance together. So this is not good, but they're targeting Crystal. They're targeting Butterknife. We'll see how this goes. Eggy has the immunity necklace. And the vote. First vote is for Butterknife. Crystal. 2 votes for Butterknife. 2 votes for Crystal. 3 votes for Butterknife. Chalky. Crystal. 8th person voted out Survivor. Fanverse Australia. 2nd member of the jury is Crystal. Unfortunately, she played her heart out, but it wasn't enough to keep her in the game. Who voted for Hourglass voted for Chalky. Okay, that makes sense. Butterknife, Chalky, Eggy, and Remote voted for Crystal. Yeah, so Remote, Eggy, Chalky, and Butterknife voted out Crystal. The other 3 voted out Butterknife, obviously. Okay. Oh, man. So, no. Ooh. See, I told you this before. Okay, never mind. Okay, so it seems like things are starting to clear up a little bit. Ooh, but Remote feels extreme hatred toward Hourglass. Hourglass apparently doesn't feel the same. She doesn't know that Remote doesn't like her. Survivor Auction, the classic Survivor Auction. Each person is given a money pouch that contains 500 Australian dollars that they would use to bid on various food items. Red Spider wins 4 tortilla chips and a bowl of salsa. Red Spider wins peanut butter and chocolate. Butter Knife wins a glass of Mountain Dew. God, this fucking season loves its Mountain fucking Dew. Butter Knife wins 3 cracker sandwiches. That does not sound appealing. Hourglass wins a slice of Supreme Pizza. Remote wins mini Oreos and a glass of milk. Remote wins pretzels and a bottle of soda. We're just going to call that soda because we're not going to call it beer. Chalky wins 6 french fries and a side of ranch. What are these goddamn rewards, dude? These rewards are pathetic. Eggy wins iced coffee and a chocolate peanut butter energy bar. Jesus Christ. Hello, John Santos. Butter Knife wins mashed potatoes, turkey, bread, green beans, and cranberry sauce. Now that is a reward item. Nothing like Thanksgiving on a plate. Red Spider wins a covered item. It is a glass of river water. What? Red Spider wins a cheeseburger. So who didn't win anything? Let's be honest. Candy didn't win anything. Fire and Water. Castaways will have a very high seesaw contraption with 2 small drums, one on each side. The first side has a small hole at the bottom, while this is not proper English, guys. While their drum. Sorry, let me read that again in case you couldn't understand it, but let me read that slower. While their drum. While there. Ah, yes. While there. I fucking love finding this shit like this and just pointing it out and milking it for all it's worth. While their drum was hollowed in the middle, they must create a large fire in the hollowed drum while filling the other drum with water. The logic is to keep the fire going while filling the water can to rise the fire can. First person to ignite the fuse on top of their seesaw will win. And Butter Knife wins that challenge. Hourglass has a major meltdown. Candy and Red Spider have a small fight. Chalky and Red Spider have a major fight. Candy and Eggy are now in an alliance. Butter Knife is targeting Candy. Eggy is targeting Red Spider. Remote is targeting Hourglass. That is going to be interesting. The majority is wanting to vote out Red Spider. These two are wanting to vote out Chalky. These guys are wanting to vote out Red Spider. I think it's safe to say that Red Spider is definitely going home tonight, but we'll see. First vote. Sorry, Butter Knife has a mini necklace. Should probably point that out. First vote is going to be for Chalky. Chalky. It's 2 votes for Chalky. Hourglass. And then the rest are just going to be for Red Spider. Red Spider, Red Spider, Red Spider. Yep, 9th person voted out. 3rd member of the jury is Red Spider by a vote of 4 to 2 to 1. Candy and Red Spider voted out Chalky. Remote wanted to vote out Hourglass, but everybody else voted out Red Spider. So this is a very dominant alliance. This is a very dominant alliance of Butter Knife, Chalky, Eggy, and Hourglass. We'll see how this goes for them in the future, because there can only be 2 at the end. Hourglass and Eggy, breakable relationship. Butter Knife, breakable relationship. Okay, where's the hatred? So Hourglass and Chalky hate each other. Chalky and Candy hate each other. And that's really all the hatred that there is. End of the line. Each survivor must follow a rope that will lead to 4 checkpoints. The survivors will use 2 carabiners to traverse the rope course. One must be attached at all times. Survivors must clip onto a rope before they unclip to proceed through the race. The first survivor to reach each checkpoint and cross the finish line first wins. Now, Butterknife wins that reward, wins a horseback ride with food and soda, an overnight stay on a cot, and a breakfast at Outback Cowboy Camp. I've never heard of that shit before, but okay, sounds delicious. Blue plate special. Each person has 3 plates with his or her name on them hanging from a tree. Using a slingshot with macadamia nuts as the ammunition, each survivor must try to break every plate before his or hers are entirely broken. The person with a plate still hanging at the end will win immunity, and Butterknife wins that one as well. Ooh! New tribe alliance between Butterknife, Candy, and Remote. Candy and Chalky obviously both targeting each other. Same with Hourglass and Remote. These guys are all targeting Candy. These guys are both targeting Chalky. These guys are targeting Hourglass. It is all over the place. But let's see how this goes. Butterknife has the immunity necklace. First votes for Remote, Hourglass, Candy, Chalky, Candy, Chalky. So we are tied 2-2 between Candy and Chalky. There is going to be a revote. Candy and Chalky will not revote. Everyone else can only vote for Candy or Chalky. First vote, Chalky, Candy, Chalky. Stars is going to hate this. 10th person voted out, and the 4th member of the jury is Chalky by a vote of 3-1. Let's see how this crazy shit unfolded. Butterknife voted for Candy, Candy voted for Chalky, Chalky voted for Candy, Eggy voted for Remote, then switched to Chalky on the revote. Hourglass voted for Chalky, Remote voted for Hourglass, but switched to Chalky on the revote. So we are off to a... Oh, it's going down, man. Oh, man. Oh, man, let's see. Any more hatred toward each other? Everyone... Oh, Candy and Butterknife fucking hate each other. Remote and Hourglass also hate each other, but everything else seems to be okay. Survivor.com. The survivors communicate with their loved ones via the internet. They will each ask their loved ones a series of survival-based questions. The survivor whose loved ones answer the most questions correctly wins. Butterknife wins the reward. Hello, Bone. Ooh. Hello, Invale. Hello, Aiden. She wins a 30-minute chat session with family and a $500 internet shopping spree to buy gifts for them. Fugitives. With hands, feet, and waists shackled, each survivor must answer questions painted on wood beside remnants of an abandoned cattle station. The questions are based on a story told by Jeff Probst. Each correct answer yields a key that opens one of the locks. The person with the most open locks to cross the finish line wins first. Butterknife wins that challenge. See what happens. Hourglass is impressing the rest of the team, obviously trying to be a suck-up. Butterknife targeting Candy. Remote is targeting Hourglass. What about groups? So this group is targeting Candy. They're targeting Hourglass. They're all targeting Hourglass. It might be lights out for Hourglass. I'm just saying, because right now she's kind of in the minority with this tribe right here, but we'll see for sure what happens. Butterknife has the immunity necklace, and now for the votes. First vote is for Hourglass. Candy. Candy. Hourglass. We are tied. 2 votes Hourglass, 2 votes Candy, 1 vote left. 11th person voted out, and the 5th member of the jury is Hourglass. Blindsided by who she thought she was aligned with. Butterknife voted for Candy. Same with Hourglass, but Remote, Eggy, and Candy banded together to vote out Hourglass. And we are at our final 4. Somehow Candy is still the only remaining Kucha member left to actually make it this far. But did we just jinx it right there? Is she going to get eliminated next? We'll see. Any more hatred? Obviously between Candy and Butterknife. Big hatred there. Everyone else is okay. Survivor Pentathlon. The survivors must race through a multi-stage course comprising several key elements from past challenges, including but not limited to being blindfolded and shackled, walking on a beam, solving a puzzle, and starting a fire. First to finish the whole course will win the challenge. Butterknife wins the reward and wins a meal and a Pontiac Aztec car to sleep in overnight. Memory. This challenge requires memory rather than physical strength. 36 covers have been placed over 38 matching pairs of items from the Outback. Each survivor must uncover 2 baskets, revealing their hidden items, the object, match the items, and win a point. The person who matches the most items wins immunity. Butterknife wins the immunity. She is dominating every single challenge, guaranteed to spawn the final 3. Butterknife leaves the alliance. Candy rests at camp. Butterknife is targeting Candy because she absolutely despises her. These 3 are voting for Candy. These guys want to vote for Remote. These guys want to vote for Eggy. But I think it is lights out for Candy, unfortunately. Butterknife has the immunity necklace. Cannot be voted for. First vote, Eggy. Candy. Remote. Ooh. Hi, Siam. What's going on? What's going on, dear? 12th person voted out on the 6th member of the jury. I'm going to say it's Candy. Straight up, right now. Eggy! I did not expect Eggy to be voted out every time. Oh my god, Remote and Candy band together to vote for Eggy. Eggy voted for Remote. Butterknife voted for Candy. Eggy should have just voted for Candy. Would have forced a tie. He would still be here. This is our final 3, guys. Butterknife, Candy, and Remote. And of course, still, Candy and Butterknife are extremely hateful toward one another. Fallen comrades. Each remaining survivor has asked several personal questions about their fellow tribe members who have been voted out before them. The person who answers the most questions correctly wins. Butterknife wins that challenge. Butterknife is targeting Candy because she absolutely despises Candy. I'm pretty sure this is our final 2. Hey, Cyan, do you want to tell me what's going on? Because no matter what, Cyan, I'm always going to be here for you, okay? I just want to make sure that you're okay. Ooh, boy. These guys must turn on themselves. This is not going to be good. Okay. Ooh. Knife has the immunity necklace. I'll read the votes. First vote. 13th person voted out. And the 7th final member of the jury is Candy. Tribe has spoken. Candy is going home. This is gonna be incredible. One thing that's not, though, Cyan, you want to tell me what's going on, Cyan? So I can try and help you, Cyan. Or at the very least, try and comfort you. Here. I'll wrap this up real quick, and then I'll talk to you after the stream, okay? I'll talk to you once this is done. It is time to get on with the votes. First vote, Remote. Butterknife. Butterknife. It's 2 votes, Butterknife. 2 votes, Remote. 3 votes butter knife. Remote. We are tied. 3 votes butter knife. 3 votes knife. Yeah, 3 votes butter knife. 3 votes remote. 1 vote left. 7th vote, and the winner is remote from. Let me read again. 7 vote, and the winner is remote from Object Illusion. Congratulations to Remote from Object Illusion for having won this season. Absolutely incredible. You are the winner. Calculator, Eggy, and Hourglass voted for Butter Knife. Candy, Chalky, Crystal, and Red Spider all voted for Remote. Butter Knife won the Fan Favorite Award, which is not surprising. I did do everyone's OCs last time. And that is going to be it for this season. I feel so bad for Toon because he got medevaced. Hey, Bone. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching tonight's stream. I will be back for another episode of this incredible game, but with a brand new cast of characters, not even object show related. They're going to be completely randomized. But with that being said, everyone, remember, I want you guys all to subscribe, like, do all the things because you guys are amazing. Please help me get to 1,000 subs. It would really mean a lot to me. We are so close. Ooh, it's going to be great. I swear to you, it's going to be great. And with that, guys, remember, stay safe, be good people, and until next time, my good friends, bye-bye.